few minutes away from 10:30 a.m. Cameroon time. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. I am Dolly Ngonde on the anchor. Let's begin today's information as a man has been burned alive after a soldier was killed recently in Wom, northwest region of the country. Investigations have been opened up as calm is yet to be regained in that part of the country. In the following report, Charles Kibwa completes this story.
More people go homeless in Agam, Wum, Menchum division of the Northwest following the killing of a soldier Saturday, October 16, 2021 by armed men at the Ngwa neighborhood. This soldier is said to be a Muslim and precisely married to a Hausa girl of that extraction, as thunderous gunshots prevailed the rest of Saturday and later part of Monday. This reporter was told alleged Muslim with swords, wielding fellows associated with soldiers on rampage, looting, set ablaze several houses. One man was burnt alive, and would appear the security forces were not on scene at the time to stop the angered population from causing the destruction. Investigations has been opened on the matter. This reporter was told this is not the first time that Hausas were going on rampage in Wum. Wum, it should be noted, was amongst the peaceful towns despite the ongoing socio-political unrest witnessed in the two Anglophone restive areas, and being a subset of conflict zone is no exception. By press time, calm is gradually returning back.
Lawyer Barrister Tamfu Richard has dragged Mr. Ewome Eko John, also known as Moja, to court over alleged torture and the unlawful imprisonment of an 8-month pregnant woman and child. The barrister says the act committed by the Chief Moja is punishable under the Cameroon Penal Code. In the following excerpt, let's now hear the barrister expressing himself on this subject matter.
Personally, on the case of Chief Moja, I promise to personally file a criminal suit against what he's doing. If Chief Moja is a soldier working for the Cameroon military, and the Cameroon military is accepting this kind of barbarism, I, as a human rights advocate, I promise to take him to court, follow the normal process, and make sure that he pays for the acts that he's committing, because in a state of law, nobody, not even the President of the Republic, is above the law. I have strong belief that we are in a state of law, and that I'll carry out my actions and I'll have no hitches on my way, and make sure that he pays for his injustices, he pays for what he has done to a pregnant woman of that matter. I have a lot of pains and anger seeing such kind of things, and as a human rights advocate, I cannot allow that to go.
Away from that, violence within the school milieu takes a rise in Cameroon as a student of government bilingual high school Batua has been stabbed at the back by his classmates. The victim, Almana Benjamin, was reportedly attacked by a group of classmates with whom he had gotten into a heated argument with. 4 of the culprits have been arrested and under police detention. The victim is currently receiving treatment in a local hospital in that part of the country. And on to something else, the senior divisional officer for MESAM, Simon Emil Moore, hereby orders as follows, with effect from the date of signature of this order: the ban prohibiting the circulation of motorbikes in Bali, MESAM division of the Northwest region, for a period of 3 months, sanctioned by prefectorial order number 436/P.0/E.26/AL LPAS of 20th July 2021 is hereby uplifted. Added to the release, the administrative head of the MESAM division, Simon Emil Moore, has called on the collaborative efforts of other administrative heads to see into the implementation of this order. And we now talk something here emanating from the littoral region, precisely here in Douala, where some agents of the Douala Municipal Council, alongside those of the Hygiene and Sanitation Company with the French acronym ISACAM, have met stiff resistance in a bid to relocate traders at the Douala business premises, locally called Douche. That was yesterday morning. Let's now get the details in this report. This is the atmosphere that characterized the Douche Business Center in Douala, also known as the Chinese Market, where workers of the local municipal police and those of the hygiene and sanitation company Nsah met stiff resistance from traders while trying to clear the pathway they occupy early this morning. On his part, this furious trader proposes that the council authorities should rather relocate the Chinese market somewhere else.
La solution est que les Chinois qui importent vont construire un marché. Nous tous nous allons les suivre là-bas. Quand les Chinois sont ici là, nous sommes des Camerounais. Nous avons fait des longues études. Ceux qui sont ici, ils n'ont pas fait. Ils n'ont pas la chance de porter les Québécois.
Meanwhile, the head of the team leading the municipal police says this move is just one of those made by the city council to curb urban disorder, adding that a temporal site has been made available for the roadside traders.
Il est juste question de maintenir la veille et de faire en sorte qu'ils comprennent que ce n'est pas une bonne opération. Ils sont suffisamment sensibilisés. Donc on associe la sensibilisation à la répression. Donc on n'est pas non plus là pour réprimander, mais c'est pour maintenir la propreté, pour maintenir la circulation fluide et à sensibiliser par ailleurs les commerçants.
However, talking further to some of the traders of camera, many have confessed the new space proposed by the municipal council turns out to be too small to accommodate them all. Meantime, the traders hope that the situation be relooked by the council authorities in the days ahead. You are watching the 10:30 a.m. Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. A strike action has been announced by the National Union of Teachers of Higher Education due to the consequent sequel abduction of lecturers and staff of the University of Bamenda. It should be recalled that recently, 3 lecturers were kidnapped at gunpoint by unidentified men along the Bambui-Bambili axis. The strike action, they noted, will continue if solutions are not initiated to minimize the security challenges the university lecturers are currently facing in the Bambui-Bambili stretch of road. And on our cultural page, youths of Babisi, a village in the Ngokitunja division of the northwest region of Cameroon, have discussed and adopted projects that will speed up development in their community. The youths met in Yaoundé recently during the 2nd edition of the Washington International Youth Conference. The youths, both at home and abroad, have agreed to work on improving access to potable water, health services, roads, and overall living conditions of the people. Still on culture, His Royal Highness, or His Royal Majesty rather, from Kelvin Shomitang II of Mboyakum, has expressed desire to dialogue with specialists in terms of peace. He made the declaration recently during his peace tour in the west region of Cameroon. Joy Ngong completes the story in the following report.
After touring the center, littoral and southwest regions, Von Kevin Shometang of Mboyakum village extended his peace mission to the west region yesterday, October 18, 2021. While addressing his community residents in the noon, the traditional leader urged them to foster for peace and reconciliation wherever they find themselves.
I don't come for Una because I don't say Una don't come out village, Una stay for outside. In the days ahead, when that peace go to come back, I shall say next time we don't meet up again at Fiena for village we go meet up. I don't say we don't help each other in one way or the other. May we be open up for reconciliation. May we reconcile with each other so that together we will be able to develop not just Mboyakum, But we will develop the Noon division, we will develop the Tunja division, and we will develop the nation Cameroon.
Von Kevin Shomitang equally expressed willingness to dialogue with the separatists in a bid to seek peaceful solutions to the ongoing socio-political upheaval in the two English-speaking regions.
Go. So this coming where I don't come, now to challenge all we make we be peace ambassadors wherever we find ourselves. Whether we didn't have a farm, we didn't have a business place, we didn't have a school, we didn't have our own compound, or good side where we find ourselves, drinking spot, make we preach peace and reconciliation. Then we pick them, we brother them, we friend them when they there for bush. When I tell them, I do ready for talk with them. If we talk for them, go bring peace for village, peace for the Northwest region, peace for Cameroon, I'll be ready for talk for them.
The traditional ruler, who doubles as the pioneer president of the Northwest House of Chiefs and the vice president of the Northwest Regional Council, hopes that his subjects become ambassadors of peace as he so desires.
And I want to tell you, I say, that light, we fund them for Northwest don't see them inside me. That capability, that capacity, we fund them don't see them for me. They check say me, I need them. I want me to see the same light inside Bambalang people. Make una shine the light wherever una find ourselves. So that fund them. No go talk say they make mistake for that person when they be chooser.
Fon Shomitang used this tour as an opportunity to distribute didactic materials to students IDPs in the West region.
That was Joy Ngong on that report. And out of Cameroon, part also continues to loom in Sudan, with so many groups voting and wanting a voice in the country's future. The search for consensus is again proving dangerously elusive. Bashir was toppled by the military only after weeks of mass protests. Back then, a loose coalition of groups, the Forces for Freedom and Change, the FFC, came to represent the protesters united by one goal. It is feared that this may be the Sudanese version of the Arab Spring slogan, "The people want the downfall of the regime." And good news from Egypt reaching us this morning has it that the country has in a first time appointed 98 women as judges in one of the country's main judicial bodies. The judges were sworn in before the council's chief judge in an event in the capital city of Cairo yesterday. This comes months after President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi called for women to join the country's two main judicial bodies, the Council and the Public Prosecution. Since its inception in 1948, the State Council has been exclusively male until now, actively rejected female applicants. And in Uganda, the country's commander of land forces, Jean Muhuzi, has tweeted photos of what he says is the country's first locally made infantry fighting vehicle. He said it was fully designed and manufactured in Uganda, but did not offer details of its features and cost. The vehicle, named Chui, is a Swahili word for leopard and was commissioned by his father, President Yoweri Museveni. Away from Africa, a bomb attack in a military base in central Damascus has killed at least 13 people. The vehicle was targeted with 2 explosive devices as it passed under Tis al-Rais bridge shortly after dawn. A video from the scene shows the remains of the bus, which was completely burnt out. Although Syria has been embroiled in civil war for decades, such attacks in the capital are increasingly rare. And on a similar note, at least 46 people have died in harsh floods triggered by heavy rains in the northern Indian state of Uttarakhand. Images and videos from the state show flooded roads, submerged homes, and fallen bridges. Experts say the Himalayan state, a popular tourist spot, is seeing the effects of earth and climate change, including rampant construction. Floods have also ravaged the southern state of Kerala, where at least 27 or 26 people have died in recent days. That brings us to the end of Prime Flash this morning. I have been Dolly Ngonde for presentation. Ngwa Desmond has produced the news, and it was coordinated by Faith Tata. General supervision came from Kum Leonard. Up next is In the House with Eileen Sama. More of these stories will be developed on our 6:30 p.m. newscast with Audrey Zatsa. Stay glued for more interesting programs on the African Eye.